Cicero, Epistulae Ad Atticum, Episode 6. De literarum missione sine causa abste accusor. Num quam enim a Pomponia nostra, certior sum factus esse cui dardra litteras possem, pordro autem neque mihi accidit ut haberdrem qui in eperum profaciscer retur nequidum te Athenis esse audiabamus. We have already dealt with this first sentence in the previous episode, so I will just touch on it briefly. Concerning the interruption of our letters, sine causa abste accusor, you are faulting me without reason. And now, with the postpositive conjunction enim, he will give the reason why he thinks he should not be charged. For, in fact, never a Pomponia nostra. This is an ablative of agency, ablativus agentis, and it features a feminine singular ablative, Pomponia nostra, our friend Pomponia. It is his sister-in-law, in fact, the wife of his brother Quintus. For never by my Pomponia certior sum factus have I been made aware, was I told. This is a very common Latin idiom for finding out about something. It is the comparative adjective certior from the positive form certus aum. It's a first and second declension adjective. It's used here in the comparative and in the nominative. The verb is sum, and factus here is the passive form, the fourth principal part of the verb facio. Never have I been made aware. Never was I informed. And then we have cui, this relative clause, informed as to whom I could give or entrust letters. Possem is first singular. It is an imperfect subjunctive from the verb posse, the irregular verb posse. It is subjunctive because this cui clause is a relative clause of characteristic. I was never told of someone to whom I could entrust letters. Possem takes dare, the infinitive of the first conjugation verb do dare, which is actually irregular because this a is short. It is the object of possem, never informed as to whom I could entrust my letters, litteras. In these days, letters were not delivered by a postal service, but they were given to trusted individuals who happened to be traveling to the area in which the recipient lived, and then they would be private couriers of the correspondence. Cicero continues the sentence with an adverb and two conjunctions. Moreover, in fact, pordro autem, and these are juxtaposed for great emphasis. Neither did it happen to me, mihi accidit. This verb accido is generally used in an impersonal sense with the dative, here mihi, and then an ut clause. The first principal part of this third conjugation verb is accido, with a short I, while the third principal part is accidi. And so this is how we know that this is the perfect tense. Moreover, however, it did not happen to me, it never happened that I had someone, ut haberdrem, that I had someone, qui in eperum profacisceretur, that I had someone who was setting out, heading toward Epirus. Profacisceretur is the imperfect subjunctive of the third conjugation deponent verb profaciscor, profacisci. So Pomponia never informed me about someone to whom I could give letters. Moreover, I didn't happen to find someone that I might have who, it didn't happen that I found someone or had someone who was heading toward Epirus. Nequidum, and nequidum means and not yet, according to Lewis and Short, and not yet was I hearing, audiabamus, that you were at Athens, te Athenis esse. This last clause, then, the verb is audiabamus, and it introduces indirect discourse or ratio obliqua, the subject of which is te, then the infinitive esse, so te accusative, the verb is esse in the infinitive, and Athenis is a locative. And I was not yet hearing that you were in fact at Athens. So had he sent a letter, look here on the map with me, had he sent a letter to Epirus, of course, here's Epirus, Atticus was not there, Atticus was actually in Athens, so the letter would not have reached him.